Okay, Paul Cormier's 2/4 drum solo. There are a lot of challenging sections in this piece, especially towards the middle to the end. But the first thing that I like to talk about when talking about this drum solo is the first strain. The first strain really sets the tone for the rest of the piece. One section in particular is at the end of the first 4 measures. There's a flamecue there, followed by a 7-roll, which really sets you up for the next 4 bars. I like to almost think of it as a diminuendo into the 7-stroke roll, and then opening up and delaying that 7-stroke roll as much as you can, letting it breathe. I'll play it for you right now. The next section I'd like to talk to you about is section 3, or strain 3, in Paul Cormier's 2/4 drum solo. The thing that I like most about it is that it's a pretty flamecue heavy, so it's got that funk feeling all the way throughout. But the really cool thing about it is that there's these hand-to-hand flamecues. I like to call them Cormier cues. So it kind of feels like chicka, chipeka, chicka, chipeka, cha. So I'm going to play that for you right now. Okay, the next section that I'd like to talk to you about is section 4, strain 4. This is the most challenging part of the entire piece, in my opinion, because it has a lot of 30-second note flam paradiddles and some interesting 7-lit hand-to-hand paradiddle, 6-roll kind of things that he came up with. But to me, the key about this, of playing this successfully, is making sure that your hands lift in the proper space. So, for instance, the first 7-stroke roll, you need to make sure that your hand is an upstroke off of that 7-stroke roll to give enough time and space before all those flam paradiddles. And it happens throughout the section, particularly in the first 3 bars. So I'm going to play section 4. Be really paying attention to the lifts and where they're supposed to happen. The next section I'd like to talk to you about in the last section, before we get to those 30-second note paradiddles, is section 5. Section 5 is actually a strain that was written by Howie Keneally, who has a couple of solos in this book as well. So what I like most about this is you had strain 4, which we just went over, which had all those flam paradiddles that were very challenging, and you're just barely getting to the end of this. So then you have this next strain that has just kind of an open 6-tuplet kind of feel. What I like to think about when playing this is having as soft of hands as possible. If I try to play this thing too aggressively and try to really dig into those accents, I find that I'm out of steam by the last strain. So playing it nice and open, relaxed, soft hands, not being too literal with the accents will really help get you to that last strain. I'll play it for you right now.